In today's discussion of proper medical terminology used by a person that can't even reach their own private parts.
Shouldn't be using the word obese to talk about fatness. If you can acknowledge that the BMI is bunk science and not an adequate indicator of health, you should be able to acknowledge that the word obese is the same. And given the anti-Black history of the BMI and the way it was developed, the word obese is anti-Black too.
My name is Alan Roberts. Thank you for tuning in. Check out the links in the pinned comment below, description box, or the bio up above for links to our coaching, where my wife and I talk to people on a daily basis with weekly video conferences. We help focus on building healthy lifestyle habits around satiation, satisfaction, appropriate fitness level activity, proper hydration, sleep, stress relief. That way, when the person reaches a healthy weight, it is just their lifestyle habits, so they stay at that weight for the rest of their life. If you have ever yo-yo dieted, we can help you in 2023. Now, this young lady is best well known recently. She went viral for being an underwear model for Parade. She is best well known as the model that looks like she's coming out of two genie lamps that would be her shoes that molds together. And she took to her TikTok to let us all know that since BMI is not an accurate measure of health, that it should be outlawed, and so should the word obesity or obese, because it is a racial slur that makes you a big racist doo-doo head if you say somebody is obese. Now, just first and foremost, I will point out that obesity is used in terminology for many different measures, not just BMI. There's waist to height ratio, waist circumference, body fat levels, but we'll get to those in a second. But the biggest thing I wanted to point out is that BMI, for the vast majority of the population, like on a population level basis, it is a scary accurate tool to predict chronic illness, longevity, chronic pain, those sorts of things. It is very seriously accurate for many, many things, because it is meant for the majority of the population. The reason why it may not be accurate for everybody is because there are genetic outliers and or people that have larger than average muscle mass or larger than average frames, which by and large is a very small percentage of the population. And this young lady definitely does not fall into that. She is very seriously morbidly obese. But if this woman wanted to go by waist to height ratio, you can take your waist measurement and divide it by your height measurement. And normally if it's under 0.5, you are considered healthy. This woman's waist to height ratio is holy fuck. So I have a hard time believing that she is considered healthy by any measure, body fat percentage, waist circumference, waist to height ratio, or BMI. So it is kind of comical that she is complaining about these things. But I also find it just really disgusting how obese people are stealing the term racism. They're applying the term racism to anybody that tells them that they should lose weight because obviously you look like you are going to die soon. You are so big, you look like you have a hard time washing yourself. The edema in your legs is very seriously bad. Please, to this woman, before you get super upset with me, go to the doctor, a doctor that will in fact tell you to lose weight. Because if you are this woman's size and you go to any doctor's appointment and they do not start the conversation with, my goodness, you need to lose weight because you are dangerously fat, they are committing malpractice. They are negligent in their duties because your health is in danger being as big as this woman. Period. You can change your body size. Not one human being could not lose weight. It is ridiculous when people say, I can't lose weight no matter how little I eat. That is an open-faced lie, because if you burn more calories than you ingest, no matter what, your body will go to your fat stores, your energy stores, to make up the deficit. It is a much more complicated thing than eat less, move more, of course. However, it is the premise of if you eat less calories than you burn, you lose weight. What comes into calorie burn is many, many variables. What comes into what you eat is many, many variables. And how what you eat can possibly affect how much you burn and your metabolism and all sorts of things. Yes, there are many variables, but not one human being could not starve themselves to death. And somebody like this woman eats thousands and thousands of calories a day, more than what she would need to be at a healthy weight. She clearly gluttons herself on a daily basis in a very privileged fashion. It is privileged to be able to afford enough food and have access to enough food to get to this size. This woman is enormous. Somebody should point out that this woman is in fact a fall risk, which could hurt herself and anybody around her if she fell on them. Reality exists, and the word obese is not a slur. It is something that should be coming out of the mouths of everybody, as we in America are fat as fuck as a country, and it is causing very serious burden upon our society in many, many ways. And we need to right the ship, and pretending absolutely pretending that BMI does not apply to you for whatever reason, as if you're some sort of very serious statistical anomaly when you can't even reach your own private parts, is comedy that writes itself. Reality exists. Enter it. Get there faster. God damn.